Hello, I am Sheila Ellis, owner and creator of Writual Planner. Thank you for joining me today for this walkthrough of our 2024 Writual Tarot Planner. For this video today, I will be highlighting the digital version of our planner, our 3-card version, but these pages are exactly the same as you will see in the physical versions as well. So let's get started. Our planner begins with reference pages. So when you first open it up, you're going to see a little bit of info about how to use the planner, followed by kind of snapshots of each page and the different highlighted areas that you're going to fill out throughout your year. Then we move on to the Wheel of the Year and the 24 and 25 calendar thumbnail overviews, as well as some general holiday dates throughout the US and Canada for the year 2024. We then have a full page here that covers all of the moon phases, so you can see that at a glance and have that additional information about what each phase is for in any sort of manifesting practice, or just to know the energy of that moon phase. We then give you a list of 3-card spreads to inspire you if you're not sure what you want to pull your cards for, and questions to ask your cards as well. Then we have a full 2-page tarot card meaning cheat sheet here, full of keywords for each card. So if you are new to tarot, or if you just pull a card and can't quite remember exactly what it means, you can reference this. Then we have our astrological reference guide. These planners are full of astrological information, so we wanted to make sure that you would have the reference to figure out exactly what each thing means. So we've got the planets, the houses, the signs, and what those correspondences and keywords are, as well as an explanation of the aspects and modes and elements. And then for those who are interested in knowing how tarot and astrology correspond, we gave you all of those correspondences as well. Then we move on to the meat of the planner. These following pages then are the pages that you have to fill out. We put a personal birth chart in here for you to fill out with the intention of just having that information right at your fingertips. There's so much information out there these days, whether it's your daily horoscope or a month ahead glance, that reference different things that are happening in the skies and asking you to look at where that corresponds to your personal birth chart. And if you're anything like me, you don't just remember all of that. It's not stored in your brain for quick access, so having it in your planner for quick access can be really helpful. Then we move on to the year ahead spread. The intention for this spread is that you sit down and do it at the beginning of the year, or just before the beginning of the year. Pull your card for the energy for the whole year of 2024, and then you can pull a card for each month of the year as it goes through. Alternatively, if you prefer, you can pull these at the beginning of each month. If you don't want to do it all in December or January for the full year ahead, go ahead and pull your energy of the year, and then pull your January card right before January starts, and your February card right before February starts, etc. Now, the rest of these planner pages, we're going to go through the first few in January, but know that these are the same pages that you're going to find for every month of the year. They're going to follow the same formula. So we won't go through all 12 months, just January, but know that it's the same formatting for the whole year. So each month begins with a calendar grid page that we're all familiar with seeing. Our calendars run Monday through Sunday, and information on this page that you will find is all of the moon phases for each day is in the bottom right corner of each day's square. And then in the bottom left corner is all of the astrological information. So any transits or aspects that are taking place on that day, we've notated there. And then if you're not up to speed with your astrological shorthand, we did give you a quick reference all around the outside of that grid, letting you know what each of those symbols stands for. And then down the right-hand side, you've got the month before, the month following, and then for this month, what signs the sun is in and when those change, and then the new moon and the full moon. The following page is our monthly journaling. On the left-hand side, there are several prompts here that you can use to just kind of get yourself prepared for the month ahead. What are your intentions, your priorities? What are you feeling inspired by? What are your goals this month? And then, of course, the all-powerful habit tracker. So whatever it is that you want to do each day, you fill in there, and then you can keep track of how well you're keeping on top of those habit goals. On the right-hand page then is the month ahead spread. So like the year ahead, the intention is that you would pull these cards at the beginning of the month or right before the month begins to give you a snapshot of what you may be able to expect in the coming 30-ish days. So you have your energy for the month. This card you can pull from your year ahead spread and just redocument that here. Or if you prefer, you can pull a fresh card every month and then kind of look and reflect on how that relates to the card that you pulled at the beginning of the year for the full year ahead. And then we have cards for love, money, work, health, and spirit. And then at the very end of the month, you can come back and write a reflection on how this did relate or didn't relate, how it influenced you throughout the month. Now we move into the weekly layout pages for the year. These are grouped Monday through Sunday so that you have a daily entry for each day of the week. These pages are the only pages that vary between the 3-card version and the 1-card version. As you can see in the 3-card version, we have space for you to do 3 cards per day. A line for you to enter in your topic or your question that you asked, or a little notation of, what you were thinking when you were pulling your cards, and then your own interpretation of each of those cards, and then any notes that you have about that. In the 1-card version, you get 1 card a day with space for your interpretation of that card. And then with that extra space, we just gave you a little room to jot down what today brings. So whether you want to use that as your intentions, your to-do list, meetings that you may have, you can use that space however best fits your lifestyle. In the 1-card version, we do give you 3 cards for the this week section. In the 3-card, we give you 1 card for the this week section. These pages also include the moon phase information so that you don't have to flip back and forth. You can just see it at a glance and know right away what phase of the moon that we're in. So then the following week is the same thing here. And then we come to the new moon. So every new moon and every full moon throughout the year do have their own dedicated journaling prompt and tarot spread pages. They are put into this planner as they occur throughout the year. So each page is going to come right after the week that date was in. So here you can see we have space to write down your intentions, how you're feeling, what you're hoping to change, any notes about your life in this new moon phase. Then we have a tarot spread, so you can pull all of your cards and then journal on what each of those means. Then we go back to another week, and then we come to the full moon. The layout is similar to the new moon, but the prompts are just a little bit different. At the full moon, we're releasing and showing gratitude. And then the tarot spread prompts are a little bit different as well. And then each month does conclude with just a grid paper page for whatever you like to use it for. If you're a doodler, if you want to use that just for any notes, maybe you're learning something new each month, or want to keep track of the books you read, or are doing additional larger spreads that you want to be able to keep track of. These pages are great for that as well. And then we come into the next month. I hope that this walkthrough was helpful and informative for you. Thank you so much for being part of the Writual family. Enjoy your upcoming year, and I hope that you enjoy your planner as well.